Continue relating to news, more news. You had Iceland volcanoes erupting, hitting near towns. There's a report. You also have the Maldives in India relating to their situation. Let me see. What's the issue between India and the Maldives? Tensions between India and the Maldives has been rising since the Miyazu swift into power in September in a campaign to reduce the Indian influence on the island. Miyazu is known to share a closer relation to China, man. So I believe a report says talking about they were doing reconnaissance and joint operations and reconnaissance, and they had to withdraw out of there, I believe, by March 15th, as I read. Let me see. Okay, so the Maldives order India's troops to withdraw in a shift to China. Yeah, by March 15th. So they're doing reconnaissance and drills relating to those areas, man. So they order them to be out a certain time period, man, in March, middle of March. So you had volcano eruption in Iceland. You got this situation here. You got the continuation of Russia and Ukraine bombing. Russia bombing Ukraine. You have the situation with the Houthis. You got a situation with North Korea pertaining to South Korea. You have, what else? Miss anything? You have, see if I can clear this up. It's the Maldives. India. Let's see if I get it closer. Let me see. Here we go. Sri Lanka. Because pertaining to relating to North Korea, they were like missiles. They were shooting missiles off like with 200 plus. There's a report. So Kim Jong-un wants to further intensify relating to testing different things. You know, pertaining to his his military and missile arsenal. So you having more reports, Ukraine-Russian planes. So the tensions between Ukraine continues. Right into the government shutdown. I'll probably do a stopgap so they can continuation. I believe that's a report March 1st to March 8th. A temporary stopgap so they can continue with their so-called looking for a solution, whatever that is they do. You know what I mean? But it's probably a stopgap they'll do from March 1st to March 8th because I read down the report. Let me see. Yeah. The U.S. congressional leaders will unveil a stopgap bill, and they've been doing stopgap bills to avert shutdown. It's 5 hours ago, and I believe the dates would be March 8th to March 1st to March 8th. Because I had to get something done by January 19th, retaining to certain continuing funding in respective areas in government. So they'll do a stopgap to avert relating to a shutdown, you know. Let me see. IRS tells Congress to avoid disruptive government shutdown ahead of tax filing season. Of course, you don't want to interfere with income tax. So, let's see. I just want to get the date for you. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. They're extending the funding until March. CBS report also CNN report. Here we go. Shutdown nears. Congress considers extending funding until March. It's Washington Post. Like I said, from 1st to the 8th. It's March 1st to the 8th. I've seen a report. Yeah. They extend those deadlines into March 1st and March 8th. And it's consider a stopgap, pretty much, again. Alright, so you have the situation in Maldives in India. You have the federal government stopgap pertaining to possibly March 1st, March 8th. And you have the eruptions in Iceland, volcano eruptions. There's a BBC report I've seen. Volcano reaching nearby townhouses. You have the continuation with the Houthis situation. Intensification of the Houthis. You know. You have, North Korea's intensification relating to these missile launches. And you have Iran's situation as well, different things. So you have it all kinds of things that spread it out, all four corners, man, pretty much. Scripture talks about 2nd Ezra 8:50, for many great miseries in the latter times because they walk greatly in pride, man. So you've seen great miseries happen, man. Let me get it. I'm get it from a GNT, 2nd Ezra 8:50. Let's go to 8:50 GNT. knowing this, that the last days perilous time shall come. So you seeing perilous, you seeing miseries, you seeing calamities, you seeing trials, tribulations, adversities, different calamities happen, judgments happen, man. You know what I mean? The Lord is beginning to visit the world which he has made, man. So he's visiting through judgments, through signs, through wonders, fearful sights from the heavens, man, as the scripture says. 850. Hearing wars, hearing rumors of wars, news, rumors, and gossip of wars, and you seeing wars, man. You seeing the vision between think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. Think not that I come to send peace, but rather division. You seen the division, whether it's from respective entities or organizations, whether it's from a civil unrest, whether it's from a collective or individual groups, these civil unrest or different things. So you seeing things happening, man. The Lord is sending a certain vibration on earth, man. The people of this world who have lived their lives in pride and arrogance. So the people in this world have lived in pride and arrogance. That's why those miseries and calamities and different things has happened upon them, man. Because of the level of pride and arrogance. And with that is iniquities, wickedness, and sins, man. So the Lord is doing certain things. Let's read it again. The people of this world have lived their lives in pride and arrogance, man. Who's the most prideful and arrogant people, man? The West. Privileged, spoiled, you know what I mean? Arrogant and prideful, man. That's just what it is, man. The West is very privileged. They're very spoiled. They're very arrogant, man. You know? And that's how people view the West, man. You know what I mean? Very pompous. Having a high pomp and display, man. You know what I mean? So they view the people of there like that as well, man. In the West, man, they privileged, they spoiled. You know what I mean? Always had the microwave type lifestyle, man. I want it now. I need it now. You know what I mean? They never suffered and went through adversities compared to these other countries, man. That's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? Because they've been privileged. With that privilege, they've been spoiled, and they took it and they take it for granted, man. You know what I mean? Let's go back to the scripture, Salah. But that's the Americans, man. That's how people view some Americans, man. The West, man. The West specifically, because of the influence has how has influenced these other places, man. Forcefully influenced these other places, which the people don't want the ways of the West respectfully in their ways, but they took it because whether for their interests, out of fear, and different variety of reasons, man. Because the hammer of the earth, man. The earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. Scripture talks about Revelation 6 and 4. A red horse that took peace from the earth using a great sword, man. So that sword is the intimidating factor, man. Is that hammer, is that tool and instrument of cruelty. So they feared that power, man. That sword. And they used that sword to force compliance, whether here or respectfully these other nations, man. So that sword is part of that form of, you're going to comply to us, man. You know what I mean? So they hate the ways of the West. They hate the ways of the West, these other nations, because of the hypocrisy, man. The double standard of hypocrisy, man. So they have a certain viewpoint. The scripture talks about these nations that are drunk on wine, and now the nations are mad, man. So these nations are mad, man, because they seen through the BS. They've been hoodwinked, man. Let's read 8 and 50 again. The people of this world have lived their lives in pride and arrogance, will suffer many things in the last days. And that's the point, man. Because of the pride and arrogance, the Lord is going to make the society suffer in the last days. And the last days are now, man. So you're seeing all these strange and weird things, uncanny things, which goes to strange things happen, because the Lord is beginning to what? Visit the earth which he has made. The Lord, this is a spiritual thing which is going to manifest physically on the earth, man. And you're seeing forms and precursors of that, man. Do different things as is prescribed, like according to prophecy, according to the scriptures. And that being said, this is something short pertaining to a little news. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yoshua Bashim Rakakadash. This is Zayah Shalom.